Welcome back to another episode of Elaboration of the Philosophy. For this episode, I have a 2-for-1 special in the sense that we have two new things for this specific episode of Elaboration of the Philosophy. The first thing is that I'm recording it with a camera, and by a camera I mean my phone, but it's the first time that I have video for this podcast, and I'm really excited to continue this process. The second new thing, or I should say kind of the unique thing about this episode, is that I don't have a guest. I am my own guest today for this episode. I'm excited to see how this goes, especially because it's the first time that I'm not only using the camera for recording the podcast, but it's also the first time that I'm doing it alone. So I'm going to jump right in, and as always, I'm going to ask myself the first question of every episode, and the first question is, what is my philosophy and what recent experiences have led to a shift in my philosophy? I would say my philosophy now, more so than ever, is with each individual choice that I have throughout the day and throughout experiencing this life, I want to choose the choice that allows me to be free. And what I mean by that is I want to choose as if it is my choice. All of the things that I choose to do every day, whether it's to work out or to not work out, whether it's to do work or not do work, whether it's to watch TV or not watch TV. Every moment really does count, and I feel that being aware and being involved in each choice critically, as opposed to just kind of picking one sluggishly or zombie-like and then just moving on through the day. I don't want to be stuck on autopilot. Let's put it that way. And what has allowed me to kind of gain this new perspective, along with being around people that I love and support and also share this message, but I recently came out as bisexual. And for me, that's kind of been the overarching pressure of me not allowing myself to be free and not allowing myself to be who I am at the end of the day. And it's very important to allow yourself to just be who you are. Like, it's much more stressful trying to sustain an image that at the end of the day is fundamentally rooted in caring about what other people think, and instead just living my life and being who I want to be. And I just couldn't be more happier and more free because of that fact. And along with this has really led me down a path of critical thinking and really asking myself what I want in this life. And what I've come to realize is that I have dreams. My inner child has dreams that want to be fulfilled, and it's my responsibility to do that, but it's also going to be the greatest journey that I've ever embarked on. Let me get more specific. There's two things that I loved growing up. One is playing baseball, and two, it's professional wrestling. These two things have, over the course of my life, been major steady points in my instability and have been a source of relaxation, a source of peace for me. It's been very good for my mental health over the years. And I feel like I gave up on those dreams because I fell out of love with who I thought I was. Like, it didn't have to do with me not wanting to play baseball anymore. When I quit baseball after sophomore year, I didn't want to be me. You know, it tore me to shreds. Life. And only very recently, literally in the shower a couple of days ago, I was feeling myself throughout my whole body, and I was like, you got dreams. Like, I was telling myself, you have dreams, and like, you're allowing what other people think to knock you down, no matter how much I'm saying that it's not. And for that reason, I would love to start the journey of becoming a professional wrestler, because pro wrestling, like I've said, and not many people know this, it's very peaceful and it's very entertaining, and it's very important to someone who watches it, especially for their mental health. And I say this because I have friends that will kind of just clown around and be like, oh, wrestling's fake, like, why do you watch it? But at the same time, it's more so about the storytelling to it. And at the end of the day, all this entertainment that's on the television is telling you a vision. It's all not real in essence. There's still story to it, and that's kind of the point that I'm alluding to. I feel like we're all storytellers, and I feel that pro wrestling is an outlet for me where I not only watch stories being told, but I can potentially contribute to that later in my life, and be able to tell stories through professional wrestling. And that's why at the end of the day, I'm choosing myself and my inner child and my dreams and protecting those at all costs now, because it was unfair of me for so long to not do so and to just listen to what others thought. And it ate me up inside for so long that when I really just spit it out and saying I can do this, I think I can do this, I believe it. Like, I know that one day I will be doing it. I will be a professional wrestler, and also I will be a pro baseball player. I know these things. One day it's coming down to me going from A to B, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. Now, I know you're asking, what is that going to take? I actually have that written down. For me, what is it going to take to achieve my dreams? First off, it's self-love. And allowing myself to be free and being the person that I am is making that ever more apparent in my life. And it's very important to love yourself, and I do. I love the self, and I love what I've become because of all of the things I've experienced, good, bad, up, down, left, right, indifferent. Like, all of the things that I've experienced made me who I am, and it's the reason why I'm in front of the camera and on the microphone right this second. Next is consistency. I'm going to go deeper into this a little bit more later, but doing the thing, going after it every day is so important. You know, going after what you want, laying at least a brick every day, you know, like, Rome wasn't built in a day, no city was built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour to make sure that the cities were built. And that's where consistency comes in. You gotta do a little bit each day, and that's what I want to do. Help from the ones I love. This is key. It's very important to be able to share your dreams with the people that you surround yourself with and get overwhelming support. Today, I was hanging out with my brother David and my friend Matt. We were socially distanced, and I was just saying, like, I want to go pro. I want to be a pro wrestler, and I want to play professional baseball. And, like, we started talking, and I had Matt talking about how, yeah, like, we can go pro in anything, and if we really believe it, we're going to scratch and claw to do whatever it takes to get to wherever we want to be. And it's really important to have that surrounding support around you to go after your dreams, you know? Now, this is where I haven't been so active, but I know this is really the key step for me to go to the next level in terms of achieving my dreams, which is getting help from people I know that can help me progress. I have a lot of friends who I know that would be more than down to help me with the information that I need, whether it's diet that can work for whatever reason, whatever workouts can suffice for what I'm going for. And I have the tools. And I've just been not as confident asking people because I worried about how they feel about my dreams. And at this point, that's out the window because I know that it is an integral step in me achieving my dreams. Not lastly, but something that's very important, and I say it a lot, it's being selfish. Like, being selfish is so important, and let me put it this way. We as human beings are equally always going to be selfish and selfless in the way that we act. You always say that you're only doing one for the most part. And a lot of people have been taught to be selfless and being I remember getting taught the lesson in school that being selfish is bad. And like, for me, what I've realized is that being selfish is an integral part of happiness and finding meaning in life. Because it's for you, it's yours. It is wholly yours. And no one else's that isn't experiencing your experience. And that's why, in my opinion, being selfish is selfishly selfless for everyone involved. If I'm doing the best I can do, both for myself and my happiness, I heighten the vibration of my frequency, and everyone else benefits from that. And I guess finally is blocking out the noise. And what is the noise, you may be asking? The noise is just other people's voices. More specifically, it's other people's voices and their lack of confidence in themselves to achieve their dreams. And I've been a part of that group for so long. I've told people that they couldn't do it because I felt that I couldn't achieve my dreams. And I think it's very important that everyone goes for it. Like, why not? What else are we going to do here? Like, people talk about how, oh, they want to be dreaming for 70 years or they want to be in the lucid dream. We're here. This is the lucid dream. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been dreaming of your entire existence. We're here. It's now. Now's the time to achieve our dreams. Moving forward from here, I want to discuss other goals that I have in mind in regards to childhood interests that I've had that even to this day I still love, but I haven't really fully immersed myself into educating myself more on these topics. The first thing I'd love to do is to improve my chess skills and potentially one day become a grandmaster in chess. Being a grandmaster, besides being a world champion, is the highest title that you can hold in chess. And from a young age, I always had interest in the game, and I love how unique the game is in terms of, I guess, style of play, and how many styles of play there actually are, and how many approaches to the game that there actually could be taking place. Because there are so many games that can be played anew. I guess for all the games in chess history that ever been recorded, there are still games played to this day in the present that new games are being played every day. The exact same game won't really be played twice, and it's really cool seeing it play out, and I want to be a part of it. I've always wanted to be a part of it, and I've always wanted to learn more, but I never have given myself the chance to do so, and soon there will be a time. And I think that that time is now as always, but I have other priorities that I want to take care of before a different time that is will still be now. The time will be appropriate to do so. I would also love to get singing lessons. I've always liked to sing, and I feel like I've gotten like a fractionally better over the years, but I've never actually tried to sing and train my voice and to do vocal exercises, and I've never really did it to do it. And I think that soon, like improving my chess skills and educating myself more, getting singing lessons will be a part of my experience. From there, I would love to become a better card player. I love playing poker, I love playing blackjack. I also love playing different variants of rummy. I love all card games, and I just want to continue to get better at them and learn more about cards in general. It's just crazy. Like I've played cards for such a long time, like chess, and even like singing in the shower or singing in my car. Like these are things that I all really enjoy, and I would love to make them not only a skill that I master, but with mastering the skill, I can make it a streamline of income one day. And that's the end goal for all of these things at the end of the day. From there, I would also like to pick up rock climbing again on a more frequent basis. It's been cold, and my gym that I have on the island, there's only one gym on Staten Island, and it's not my favorite. I feel like not much changes in the gym, and it's not for a rock climber per se. For me, I like bouldering, which is a more problem solving style of rock climbing, and for the gym that is on Staten Island, they don't really have the best setups. And one day I would love to enter in climbing competitions and be good enough, but I would also love to own a rock climbing gym of my own as well one day. What do all of these dreams being achieved need to start with? That's what I've asked myself so many times. And what I've realized is getting a morning routine down and a nightly routine down is vital to this. Really planning out my mornings and planning out my nights to where they're not only efficient to me and my body, but they also make me feel good, and they set me on a course to have a good cycle of days instead of maybe going to bed late one day and then that compounding over the next 4 or 5 days because I went to bed one night at 2 o'clock in the morning, you know? And now I want to share my morning routine and what I want to integrate into daily life. So for my morning routine, what I'd love to do, the first thing I would love to do is to wake up, drink a tall glass of water, and then go for a walk. I would want to do this at around 6 o'clock in the morning. I want to get up early. I want to get up very early in the morning, feel like I have more time throughout the day, and I think that waking up and drinking a glass of water and going for a walk without my phone, without any access to the world of the internet, will really allow me to clear my head and set my intentions for the day. From there, after my walk, I would love to meditate, but right before meditating, I would love to incorporate a breathing exercise before going into a deeper meditation, so the deeper meditation could be more effective than if I were to just go in it without making sure that my breath is aligned and well. From there, after meditating, I would love to journal. In this morning journaling session, I would love to talk about the self-love and why I love myself, the gratitude that I have for this experience, all the experiences that I've had in the past, and all of the dreams that I want to achieve, my feelings, what I'm feeling that in that moment, what things I would love to get done today in order for those feelings to be positive. Talk about my diet, more specifically what I want to eat in that day and how I want to feel, and throughout the day asking myself if certain foods will make me feel good or bad, and what bad comes in feeling good and what good comes in feeling bad. And from there, I would like to end off the morning journaling session with talking about the day, what I want to get done, what tasks and objectives do I have, and to also set aside time for me to be able to breathe and to chill out and to reconnect with being still and being in a potential state of energy instead of a kinetic state of energy. After journaling, I would love to exercise in the morning. I would love to really get a pump flowing through my body early in the morning. And also for me, working out, I love to do it, but I also get in a rut when I don't do it early in the morning and I don't put my full effort into it in the afternoon, and then I think about why I'm doing it, and then I just go crazy in my head instead of actually doing the workouts. And I feel like doing the workouts in the morning for me have always been much more efficient than waiting till later in the day to do workouts. From there, after my workout, I want to shower, maybe drink a little bit of coffee, get another glass of water in me, and then also read and have breakfast, have my first healthy meal of the day to fill me up and to prepare me for what is to come throughout the day. That was my morning routine. The reason why I want to have this morning routine is A, getting up earlier, which is 1A, I get more sunlight because I'm getting up earlier, and I'm also getting outside very early in the day. I'm connecting with the universe on a level of being open and being free. If I'm in my house for the first 4 hours that I'm awake, I'm not going outside all that much, and then I'm prone to stay inside for more time throughout the day. And I don't really want that. It doesn't make me feel good when I'm inside all the time. Now, going into my night routine, the first thing I want to do after eating dinner is to maybe prepare a small snack for before I brush my teeth. I want to drink another tall glass of water, and also being mindful of how much water I've drinking throughout the day, because it is the most important fuel source that there is. In my opinion, it's also the most euphoric drug, in my opinion. After that, I want to do a check-in. What does that mean? A check-in is basically me checking in with myself. I have a journal for it. It's over there. I want to go to the journal every day asking myself, do I feel better today approaching the journal than I did yesterday? This will allow me to really feel my feelings in the moment and to analyze how I felt throughout the day and what things made me feel good and what things didn't make me feel so good, and how I can either way try and feel better the next day when I approach the journal. After that, I want to plan out my next day, create a list of things that I have to do. Maybe some days assign certain times to it. Some days let it be more free and let it be more of a to-do list than it is strictly scheduled. Then I want to stretch and unwind, and then from there I want to brush my teeth and then feed the soul with educational content, whether it's educational YouTube videos, educational docuseries on Netflix or Gaia or Hulu, whether it's reading, I want to feed my mind and my soul, as well as my body, with educational information that will really help me progress in overall health. And then from there, I would want to put down my phone after that and give myself an hour or two to really just to let go of the internet and to clear my mind before eventually going to bed. Why do I have a nightly routine? I want to be able to wake up in the morning early the next day. I think that it's very important to get into a good cycle. I think what I've realized in this life, a lot of things are not linear. They tend to be circular. They tend to kind of always come back around. And I want to get a good cycle in. I want to have a nice morning routine and a nice night routine, because in between is sleep. And we go to other worlds when we sleep, and I want to be there. And I want to sleep soundly as opposed to falling asleep late, not really being able to get a great night rest. And I want to be able to go into each day. I want to go into each of my morning routines with an efficient sleep from an efficient night routine. And from there, a good cycle will be created. Now, I want to kind of go into my top 3 goals for 2021 as an overarching like theme. For me, what I want to do, and I really started this last year, is to connect with people and to reconnect with people. I love people. I think we have such a unique experience, and I think that we really have the power to do anything. It comes down to showing people that they can and providing them the opportunity to do so and to be able to realize those things. And for me, connecting with people and reconnecting with people and talking to people one on one and sharing ideas has helped me, and I think it helps others as well to kind of move along in this experience and transferring that energy of a moving along stage to you laying the bricks and running on the sidewalk that continues to build itself as you run. Thank you, David, by the way, for that analogy this morning. I want to understand money. I want to understand its value, how it moves, how to make it make more of itself on top of itself, taxes, etc. I want to overall educate myself in terms of money as a system, because we live in a system of collective systems, and money is arguably one of the most important in terms of providing a value, which the value is being able to do what you want to do. But I know that we have to do things for the things that we want to do, and making money is one of them. Integrating my morning and night routines into everyday or day-to-day existence. This is something that I've been trying to work on for a while, and it hasn't really worked all too well, I gotta be honest. And it's something that it's all my choice. Like, I'll get to a point where it's 10:30 at night and I'm playing PS4, and I say, oh no, I can play one more game of this or one more game of that. And it's like, dude, you wanted to be off the PS4 an hour ago. And I realize, like, I'm not doing the things that I fully want to do to the 100% of me wanting to do them. And now I'm holding myself accountable for really the first time on camera, on the microphone, and like I got nowhere to go. Like, I'm beat, basically. Like, right now I would usually call myself a dick or an asshole or a retard for these things, but that's also the problem. The self-talk, the vocabulary that we use and matters, and me calling myself these things justifies the actions that I don't want to do. And I need to hold myself in a higher regard and respect myself more, and respect the fact that I'm at the center of this whole thing for my experience. But it's a very serious and sincere responsibility to be taken seriously. It's no joke. Even though life, yes, is a joke, it's also equally serious and overall sincere. So those are my top 3 goals. What are your goals for 2021? Let me know personally. If you're listening to this, hit me in my DMs. Text me, whatever way you can contact me. Let me know your dreams. I want to hear about them. I want to hear all about what you want to achieve in this experience. Also, are you following those dreams? Tell me yes or no. Tell yourself yes or no. If you're listening right now, and I know you are, because if you're hearing this, you're listening to this, take a video of yourself. Ask yourself, am I following my dreams? Or actually, let's put it this way. Ask the first question to yourself that I asked first. Ask yourself, what are my dreams? If I could do anything, what do I want to achieve and experience in this experience? After you do that, in the same video, ask yourself, are you achieving your dreams? And what I mean by that is, are you going after them? Are you trying to achieve your dreams? Are you trying to protect these things at all costs? If not, I know that there's fear inside, and there's going to be fear inside all the time. You'd be crazy enough to not be scared. You'd be crazy to not be scared of these things, you know? But I think it's important to play that back and to listen to yourself and watch yourself say that you want to achieve these dreams, but thinking that you can't. Because I think you can. I think you can do anything that you want in this entire life, and it is your choice. It's your choice to achieve your dreams and go after them, but it's also your choice to say that you cannot do so. So I just want you to be aware of that. Now, all I gotta say is thank you. Thank you for being a part of this journey for me, everyone. I don't have words that can really describe how much it means to me, because I would be listing the entire English language, and I would have to learn every other language in human existence to iterate every word and every symbol to communicate, and it still wouldn't even be close. So, thank you guys. I love you, and I'm very grateful for every single one of you that's listening to this right now. And let me know that you're listening to this. Once you're done, or if you've listened to any portion of it, shoot me a text, shoot me a DM, just letting me know that you got a little dose of my voice in there, because I love hearing what you guys think, and I love seeing what you guys are doing, especially on social media, because I'm not seeing it in person at the moment. But I really do appreciate it, and I thank you guys a lot. And I said it before, this is the final thing I really have to say for this episode, but now is the time to follow your dreams. There's no other time in existence. It's always going to be now. And Kid Us would equally be very proud of all of us, because we're doing very adult things, but we also are trying to achieve our dreams. You know, like, our inner child knows that and understands it and feels it and is hurt by it. And it's our responsibility to go for our dreams and to fuel our fire. Because what else is there to do? You can fail at doing shit that you don't want to do. So why not go after the shit that you love? Go after your dreams. Protect them at all costs. And thank you for listening. Once again. I love you all. Have a wonderful 2021. And if you need anything at all, a voice to hear, a shoulder to cry on, someone to talk to about your dreams or any of your interests, I'm here. You let me know. We can dive deep as you want. So thank you for tuning in to another episode of Elaboration of the Philosophy, and I'll see you in the next one. Killed it, Joey. You fucking killed it. You fucking killed it. You fucking killed it.